So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
So we're up and running. And he's forced to go back. Rodri. And it's Kudus. Plays the return pass. Kudus. Shevchenko! It's loose, and again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And they are prompt with their pressing. Aguero, Milan are looking to break at pace. Great vision. It's a promising position. Over to the right flank. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Oh, good take in a good area. The pass has gone astray. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So no flag here. Burgess. Neither side yet able to find the net. Kudus. Now it's Son Heung-min. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. Burgess. Now he's off and running.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Kudus. Son Heung-min threads one in. Aguero. picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Ups for safety. Burgess. Oh, good spread. Vieira. And it's Kudus. Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Shevchenko.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which will...
Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
A case now of complete control. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Kudus. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Aguero. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Milan producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. We're on the move again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. And it's Shevchenko. He shifted it to the flank. Turns back here, probably the best option. Here's Kudus. Rodri. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rafael Varane. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Not the most accurate pass. Time on. And he's forced to go back. Distributed tidily. Milan gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And he's running through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Defending was strong and firm. And it's been taken short. Quick look, then plays it in. And it's going to be another corner. Martinez claims comfortably. Milan are looking to go forward now. Kudus. Oh, that's well spotted. Time on. Burgess. Can he get on the end of this? Played in. He leaps for it. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time on. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 10. Lascia il campo per il numero 30.
Timon goes short. That's good play. Cross goes in there. Oh, the clearance is short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Silvestre. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Kudus. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Kudus has been caught there, it's a foul. Kudus. And here's Aguero. Now he's running away. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played back into the centre. Now it's Aguero. A heavy challenge. Now it's Kudus. Aguero. Tries to pass it through. And he's certainly onside here. Gets his head on it! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's the keeper's ball. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Quality ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
No, that's been intercepted. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Son Heung-min. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Shevchenko picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And now, lining up for Burnley.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm going to keep an eye out for this guy, Kyle Walker, especially because his team build from the back. Whether he's going to stay out wide or move into midfield and create some overloads. He's a player I hugely admire for his intelligence, his sense of positioning, and boy, can he sprint.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. So we're up and running.
Burnley really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Laurent. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rice. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Cross into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Rice with the clearance. And here's Park Ji-sung. And this is Aguero. Tries a shot! Oh, got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to clear it. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
First quarter of an hour gone. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. Park Ji-sung providing an outlet on that flank.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Burnley are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Florentino Luis. Hannibal. And Laurent. Tries to play it through. Kudus. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Hannibal. Florentino Luis. That's Hannibal. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross to the back post. Keeper has taken decisive action. Park Ji-sung. And it's Aguero. Park Ji-sung looking to receive it in space. Oh, played right into his path. Aguero! Goal, Milan! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first.
After 31 minutes
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Laurent. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. It's played through for him. And he cuts out the supply.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Laurent. Kyle Walker. And the return pass. Walker. Walker, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's forced to go back. Florentino Luis. Tuanzebe. Hannibal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Varane, and it's Shevchenko. Well timed, excellent interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Down to business again. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Tries to pass it through. Shevchenko gets flagged offside. Hannibal. He's looking wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Nicely weighted ball. Takes aim and crosses. Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Kudus. He's had it taken off him. Laurent. And he's had it nicked away. Rice. He shifted it to the flank. Pass is just off target. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hannibal. Now this could be a chance. He's in a great position here. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And he whips it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a throw.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Aimed beyond the defence. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. That's destined for the flank. Hannibal has crossed into the middle. And he's there to get it away. And they've got a throw. Florentino Luis. And Laurent. Aguero looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Park Ji-sung. Rafael Varane. And it's Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. Florentino Luis. And Laurent. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Shevchenko. Searching pass he's played there. Can he finish? Contact was certainly crisp. Didn't quite come off.
Well, he did so well to adjust himself, Peter. It was just a question of the amount of control he managed to get on it.
Twanzebe. Kyle Walker. And it's Walker. That's Hannibal. Kyle Walker. It's a pretty loose pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Laurent. Florentino Luis. That's going wide left. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aguero, good driving run.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Played out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Substitution for Burnley, number 28, number 7, coming on the field, number 32, number 31.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kudus. Oh, this is a terrific run. And that has been cleared.
Substitution for Burnley, number 19.
So changes afoot here,
Coming on
and
to
from
replace
both
him
sides.
is number 27.
Now it's Aguero.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Towering
3
header!
minutes at a time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has
Can
to
he
be.
latch onto this? Laurent. It's a promising position. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Aguero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Special presentation of our tireless
So
work
thank
of
you
good
very much,
performance.
Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, benvenuti
Welcome to
all'incontro di
those
oggi tra
who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
la formazione del Milan. Il numero 1, De Gea. Il numero 3, Rafael Varane. Il numero 6, Vieira. Il numero 9, Park Ji-sung.
So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Jarrod Bowen is a player that you're going to like a lot because of his energy, his all-action style, his setups, his goals. Some would refer to him as a kind of an inside right in the language of the day, but he's a real workhorse. I mean, he puts a great shift in, and first and foremost, any manager will settle for that.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And here's Castellanos. Aimed beyond the defence. De Gea claims comfortably. Ward-Prowse finds himself offside. Adama Traore, Rice, Cornet.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. Goes looking wide. Souček. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Aguero! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great defending, strong and determined. Konate. Adama Traore. Aguero. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aguero with the cross. There's the shot! So we're still where we started right now. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that pass isn't the best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Spread it left. Now it's Park Ji-sung.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got a throw. And here's Vieira. Producing header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And now they can spring out of defence. Park Ji-sung gets into a good position. Oh, that's neat.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
West Ham are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Cornet. Ju. Cornet. And it's Souček. Castellanos! Not a hint of offside here. That'll be a throw. Van Nistelrooy. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Castellanos. Thinks about the shot. That's a good ball out wide. It's out for a goal kick. Souček. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Adama Traore. Aguero never out of the action for very long. Ward-Prowse. And it's Bowen. Walker-Peters. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Aguero.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Here's Haaland.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rice. Adama Traore. Ball comes in. Look at this. And the shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Milan failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. So the first half brought no goals. Cornet. And it's Souček. Todibo. Oh, it's Park Ji-sung. Can he spark a counter here?
Park Ji-sung clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Walker-Peters, looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Cleared without hesitation. Big chance, corner. And he's there to clear it. Milan have the chance to go the other way. This looks promising. It's run loose here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Takes aim and crosses. De Gea claims it without any fuss. And he's forced to go back. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Castellanos. Haaland. And still we await the first breakthrough. It's a really well-measured ball. Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Such good technique.
And Van Nistelrooy! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And it's Adama Traore. And that interception was most necessary. Jude.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Juve. Out for a throw. Rice cuts it out. It's Park Ji-sung. Earthy. Bowen played out towards the right wing. And it's Bowen. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Always chance for a shot. Cornet. And again. And no mistake. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20. Lascia il
The two
campo per il
coaches are
numero
signalling
22.
changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been...
Tries one from range. Mavropanos gets it clear. Kudus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's going for goal! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Haaland really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And he's taking no chances there. Oh, shooting chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Souček gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Milan could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just...
And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Van Nistelrooy clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Fulkrug coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Just 5 minutes left. That's destined for the flank. And it's Skulls.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Souček. Milan are running out of time to save themselves.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Hermansen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Walker-Peters. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Haaland. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. We thought they were done, but never say never.
Numero 18.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Milan. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle aree appositamente predisposte all'interno dello stadio.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Today's match.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Isak finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Killer instinct, Peter. This guy's got killer instinct, the one that all great strikers need.
And now,
He's got a great eye for a pocket of space, and his finishing obviously is pretty deadly. If his new teammates can get their passing game going and bring him into play enough, I think the opposition are going to be in major trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Bournemouth have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
There's the whistle. Isak. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Evan Nielsen. Tavernier is onto this. Spread out to the left. And it's played it. He's rising! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vieira. And here's Park Ji-sung. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Krupi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Rooney. And it's Adama Traore. Adama Traore will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Truffert. Tavernier. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
First quarter of an hour gone. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Senesi. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Knocks it into space. Isak receives it in a good position here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Tavernier has a look and plays it forward. Adams, what's going wide left? Tavernier in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Crossed in once more. Cleared without hesitation.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Tavernier! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Konate, Adama Traore is onto it in a flash. Now it's Evan Nielsen. He's had it taken off him. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Isak. It's Park Ji-sung. Delivered from distance. Senesi gets it away. Casemiro. He's played it back. Vieira can see things, others simply cannot. And now the breakaway. Park Ji-sung. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Adams. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Troopy! Rooney. And it's Adama Traore. That's Vieira, and it's Adama Traore.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Krupi, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Rooney. Now what about a counter-attack? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And here is the first touch of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. That's a lovely pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Casemiro. This is a promising build-up. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hill. Truffert. He's going to be disappointed with that. Senesi. And it's Adams. Krupi. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rooney. Casemiro. Spread it left. Park Ji-sung providing an outlet on that flank. Rooney takes a shot! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Adama Traore. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, he's had a shot! And he's quick to get rid. And here's Rooney. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So no flag here. Krupi can get it clear. Senesi getting this one clear. Played in by Park Ji-sung. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
The attendances for this match is 28,500.
Just about up to the hour now. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Tavernier. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira, a picture of focus and alertness. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0.
Bournemouth really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Casemiro. Rooney. Tavernier. And it's Truffert. Adama Traore. Here's Vieira.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, great leap! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
After 77 minutes is...
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Substitution for Bournemouth, number 37.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Where it came from.
Number 19. Justin
Opts for safety. Vieira. And here's Son Heung-min. And it's Rooney. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Smith. Adley. Now it's Brooks. Kluivert.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 8, Wayne Rooney. Coming on the field is number 19, Sergio Aguero.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Into the last 5 minutes. And that has put paid to that. Son Heung-min. Now it's Aguero. And it's Kluivert. And here's Evan Nielsen. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Brooks. Nice interception, well timed. Brooks! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Brooks. This looks promising. Great vision. And a chance! And that's a good finish. Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Number 21.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bournemouth are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 9.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan perfectly played the hosts and the crowd. They set up to frustrate and stifle, but they were relentless whenever the opportunity presented itself at the other end. A cracking away day.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, benvenuti
Well, what
all'incontro
a
di
sight
oggi
this is.
tra-
A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
La formazione del Milan. Il numero 1, De Gea. Il numero 27, Silvestre. Il numero 6, Vieira. Il numero 9, Park Ji-sung.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box.
Shot, surely! Tremendous, Roy! A giant among strikers!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Everton are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Opts for safety. He shifted it to the flank. Can he get it through? And they can counter here. Ndiaye. Ndiaye takes on his marker. That's a super give and go. He was under real pressure there. There's the delivery. And he's quick to get rid. And smartly reclaimed. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Vieira. Looking for the run. Rooney. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Nice physical challenge. Van Nistelrooy. Vieira. And here's Park Ji-sung. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's destined for the flank. Tries to pass it through, and he cuts out the supply. De Gea gets it clear. And it's Mykolenko. And Ndiaye. Dewsbury Hall is onto this. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Towering header! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Mykolenko has it out wide and in space. And that has been cleared. Back in once more. Oh, great leap! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now he's off and running. Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. Garner. And Ndiaye. And it's Erabunam. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
O'Brien. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Erabunam. O'Brien has it in a wide position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Dewsbury Hall. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's there to clear it. And they're back on the ball again. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Rooney. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Aguero. Looking for options for movement. Park Ji-sung's cross.
Well played and well cleared. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's going wide left. Tarkowski.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
This is a promising build-up. And Park Ji-sung! Oh, that was no routine save.
Park Ji-sung really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Good climb! quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So, into the second half. Rooney proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's quick to return it. Forward it goes.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. And he's opted for the long pass. Defending was strong and firm. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Spread it left. Mikolenko. And no, that was never going to make it. Silvestre. And back to the keeper. Kudus. Van Nistelrooy looking to add to his goal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he's been caught napping. Almost an hour gone. Kudus. Takes aim and crosses. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
Everton can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And it's Grealish.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
That is a brilliant interception. Kudus. Rooney. Now it's Aguero. Oh, super ball! Over to the right flank. Rooney. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Grealish. Rodri. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Kudus providing an outlet on that flank. Kudus! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's a sharp pass. Nicely weighted ball. Ndiaye. He is just caressing the ball. That has been knocked clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. It's played through for him. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Threads one in. And he's managed to get free. Played out wide. Untiai. He's in a great position here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Rodri. And it's Rooney. Played into space. They've won a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called.
Terrific effort! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rodri is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Beto. Rodri. And it's gone back to the keeper. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Gabriel. Well, that has not gone well. Ball is over the line.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9. Park Ji-sung. Numero 16.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
Il numero 15. Il numero 13.
And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Looking for a runner. Tries to get it clear. And the keeper beats it away. And that will be the final act. Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Van Nistelrooy taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kudus, can he spark a counter here? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Decent chance! Caught offside that time. Kipre and Matusiwa. Clark. Clark providing an outlet on that flank.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Played back in. And it's Kudus. Kudus has been caught there, it's a foul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great.
And Park Ji-sung! Oh, brilliant from Park Ji-sung! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Milan have the lead!
Number 9, Park Ji-sung.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Milan make the perfect start. They are already ahead. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ball played right into his path. Milan have it back and can go again. And he can clear it away. He's gone forward. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Vieira. That has been slung wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Clark. Kipre. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's looking wide. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. And it's Matsusiwa. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
McAteer. 15 minutes till half-time. Akpom. Threads one in. Kudus. And it's Shevchenko. Rooney, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Shevchenko. Kudus. It's a searching pass. And this is Aguero. Clark. Taylor. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's on it. Can he get away?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Referee's given a throw. Oh, nice touch. Clark wins the duel this time. Taylor. Clark.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Taylor. Clark. Can he get on the end of this? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Everyone, please.
Well, it's
turn
certainly
to the screen
simmered
for
along
special
nicely so far.
presentation
Just the one goal in it,
Highlights
and it's
with
all
Efootball.
still very much up for grabs. Milan leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So the action resumes. Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Vieira. And Konate. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kipre. Taylor. Time and again they are repelled. Akpom. And it's McAteer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a goal kick. Opts for safety. McAteer. Rodri. Vieira. Conjures time and space where few can. Kudus. Now, can they get him away? Team still separated by the game's only goal. Taylor. Clark.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's going to be another throw. Konate does well to get it back.
The attendances for this match is 29,514.
Now it's Aguero. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
That's put paid to the danger. Shevchenko proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Taylor. And it's Matusiwa. And Matusiwa. No, that's overhit.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 10, Andrei Shevchenko. Coming on to replace
Milan
him
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a pretty loose pass. Son Heung-min. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Ipswich really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Ipswich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Chance for a shot! And no mistake! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
AC Milan after 79 minutes is...
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 22.
Milan making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. Great chance! And a neat finish. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
After 85 minutes in.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
Substitution for Ipswich, number 29.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 9.
Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Ipswich really can only do one thing now, Peter: get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
To see what? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. Clark. And the number on the board is 3. That's a Siwa. And he's picked it up out wide. And a chance! And he's there to get it away. And there goes their last chance. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Park Ji-sung picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan decisively doing what they needed to. I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't a fair fight to start with, so if they played to their strengths, there was always going to be one winner.
Please look at the screen for information.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.